who have we talked the majority about?
Draymond Green.
Draymond Green.
It's unbelievable.
Again.
The most important season of his career.
Again.
I keep going back to the most important season of his career.
Since the week of the finals, I mean, if you really think about it, since that week of the finals where we get into Boston and it's all about Draymond Green in Boston. Think about it.
Well, you know what?
It's really been Dre.
Up Boston.
What?
Remember we had Mama Green on?
Yeah.
Mary Babers Green.
And she
the
told
mother
him,
of Draymond
shut
Green.
up and play basketball.
This was like before Game 4, right?
Yes.
And she goes, I don't know what's going on with my son. This is different, the way he's yelling at referees. He needs to chill. Like, she was very, very truthful during that interview.
Well, the Memphis series, he had lost his mind. He hit Clark, remember?
Yeah.
Remember where he, hit him up high and then tried to hold him and brace him from falling? I don't even know.
I forgot all about that.
And then he got suspended and he ran around like he was Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, he got kicked out of the game.
Yeah, you don't remember that?
Yeah, no, I do.
And then he was cupping his ears to the crowd.
Wild. Let's go to
By
Cameron.
the way, people forget Jordan Poole was excellent in that game.
Oh, no doubt.
Excellent.
31 points.
Game.
That's why I was listening to Willard.
Excellent in that game.
I hope Willard's listening, but I heard him a couple weeks ago when he was like, Jordan Poole wasn't that good in the playoffs. I was like, he averaged 17 a game and had 8 monster games. Anthony Slater joined us. Anthony Slater told Spinoni now, he's like, do people forget the 7-8 monster games he had during that playoff run?
I was sitting up in the stands for Game 3 and Game 4. Dre was nearly unplayable until the final couple minutes of Game 4.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm dead serious.
He was. Those are the facts. Cameron, Antioch, what's happening?
Yo, how y'all doing this morning?
Good, Cam. What's going on, Cam?
Going cool. Yeah, man, with Draymond, the first thing I want to say is we definitely do not need Draymond to win no championship. As long as we got a healthy Steph Curry, it's only one person that can stop us, and that's Steve Kerr. This man has to go. If the only reason that I was happy that Draymond got suspended because Kerr was forced to have to play TJD. If Draymond was still playing, we probably still wouldn't have seen a rookie. For some reason, Kerr hates playing the rookies when they're showing so much promise, so much good things, showing that they can help us win games. Him benching TJD and Pods lost us the tournament. We could have had an in-season tournament, even though, feel me, not that big of a deal, but he cost us so many games with his crazy rotations. He started CP3 with Curry. He guard twos, Clay guard threes. If he just played a rotation with the players we have, we got a championship squad. Kerr needs to resign or they need to let him go. He doesn't have the wherewithal to do what he has to do.
Well, you may get your wish. You may get your wish, Cameron, because he doesn't have a contract after the season. And I know Willard Dibs asked him about the contract or whatnot. He goes, dude, it's just business. There's nothing new there. So we could be seeing Steve Kerr coach his last 40-plus games or 50-plus games with Golden State Warriors. But Steve Kerr's not. I understand
of
where
all
Steve
the
Kerr's
problems.
At. Steve Kerr's not the top problem.
No.
Not the second problem. Not the third problem. Don't get confused. Well, and it's a lot of this. We want Steph Curry to play iso ball. We want him to cook. Well, how's that working out? How did that work out against the LA Lakers? I mean, Steve Kerr's not the issue. Steve Kerr's a good coach. But I wish Steve Kerr would say less at times in terms of the rotations and Draymond and this and that. But that's what makes Steve Kerr, because he is very forthcoming, right? He is very open to the media and to this fan base. Yeah. But at some point, he is hamstrung. He's like, I have these veterans. They've won me a lot of games, and I've got these youngsters. How do I play these guys? How do I play these guys with all these? He's got 12 players he could play. You can't have a 12-man rotation in the NBA. You need to have a 9-man rotation, and then maybe you play the 10th or 11th guy. But you got to have a shortened rotation. It's impossible to have that with this roster.
Well, and that goes back to roster construction, which to me is a GM front office issue more than it is a coaching issue. But the only thing I will take umbrage is, I don't know if you heard it yesterday, but during Willard and Dibs, they were asked about Trayce Jackson-Davis. And you're talking about saying too much? He contradicts himself here. So listen to what he says about Trayce Jackson-Davis, and we'll get right back into Draymond.
Well, he's a pretty talented young guy, but he's experienced because of the 4 years in college. So we knew right away, first day of training camp, basically, that this guy had a fundamental foundation underneath his game, and that he was going to be playable right away. And, he's different from our other bigs, different from Draymond, different from Loon. Plays a little more above the rim, as a shot blocker, as a lob threat. But he's really good positionally. He's strong. He's smart. So Trace is an excellent prospect, and I feel good, putting him out there. And we've decided to start him just to change up the look and search for a little more offense out there to start the game. And he's done a nice job.
So the only thing I'm taking numbers is if you knew right away, he got like 6 or 7 DMPs that made no sense to me.
Yeah.
And again, like that's an X's and O's or a lineup thing. It's more on personnel because I think he was forced to play other personnel. But don't tell me you knew right away he could play. And then I look up, he's only played 23 of the 33 games. And you send him out of Santa Cruz unnecessarily.
Yeah, no, I hear you on that
That's
one.
all. And we'll get back into Draymond.
No, I hear you on that one.
Because that is the one criticism I will have with him is that there are and I think it's easy to critique, but combinations, lineup combinations have driven me nuts throughout the tenure of Steve Kerr.
Yeah, and it's driven me crazy this season. It's driven me crazy. Like, think about this. Jonathan Kuminga's had 13 straight games where he scored at least 10 points, right?
Yes.
16-9 against Dallas on Saturday. What did he have? 19-6 the other day with 4 assists. He hit his free throws the other day. Jonathan Kuminga, 3 weeks ago, was out of the rotation against Portland. Out of the rotation.
How?
Out of the rotation, Jonathan Kuminga on this team.
I know.
And now we're saying, you can't pull this guy out of a certain lineup. Think about that. And now Moses Moody, who was playing, and we're all going crazy about him getting benched in the last 4:26 at the Sacramento game when he hits all 4 threes in that quarter. Nah, he's out of the rotation.
Well, he's Peloton. That's his new nickname.
Peloton. He's on the Peloton.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, it's a tough job, man.
And you just wait till Draymond comes back.
And that's what I'm saying. When Draymond comes back, and Bob Myers touched on that, now you got to start back at 0 with the rotations.
It's really helping your team.
Absolutely incredible.
Let's go to let's get to Jay in Oakland. Jay in Oakland, then we'll get to
You
Gene
want Draymond back?
and Duke and San Bruno. Yeah, basically, do you want Draymond Green back? Do you want Draymond Green back? And then with the Nuggets at 10, I do want to spin this forward. How far away are the Warriors from catching a team like the Denver Nuggets, who are the reigning champs? I do want to spin this forward as we see the Nuggets tonight at Chase Center. Jay in Oakland, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Hey, Joe, also in that interview, just to piggyback on your point, Steve also said that we're a 500 team, but at the same time, he said he still likes the roster. Like, what? You like a 500-team roster? Like,
well, this
he
is
definitely kind of...
Jay, I don't mean to cut you off, but Steve Kerr also said, and I love Steve for this, but he did also say he had the most fun coaching that 15-win team. There ain't nothing fun about winning 15 games.
You know what I say? You know what I say? Real quick, I'll let you finish. You know what I say at Little League practice to all the guys? I go, guys, I love baseball, but I like winning at baseball a lot more than losing at baseball. Same thing in basketball when I'm coaching.
I covered that entire season with Whitley Sandretto.
It
was not fun going to those games knowing that they're going to get beat by 30.
I had the most fun ever coaching a 15.
Go ahead, Jay.
I call cap on that.
Go ahead, Jay.
Go, Jay.
I just had to throw that in there, man. Like, what? You love a 500-team roster? Anywho, on the whole Draymond thing, to be honest with you guys, I'm super conflicted. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So allow me to take a different approach.
Give it to me.
Do I want Draymond to return to the team? I guess. Like, I'm not. Like, I guess. Like, know what I mean? Like, I'm not 100% in love with it, but I guess. But do I want Draymond to return to this roster? Absolutely not.
Ooh.
Absolutely not. And the reason I say that is because this roster currently is constructed, it's not good enough. It's just not good enough. So the only way, the Warriors, I don't know if any representative from the Warriors are listening, like, do not bring Draymond back unless you guys are willing to do a hard reset around Steph.
I kind of like what you're saying. I really keep going. I like what you're saying because I get the point that you're going to, like, he comes back. This is so flawed that they need to shuffle some stuff around.
They got to shuffle some stuff around. But like, at the same time, this gets to the point where I say I'm conflicted, but like, do you really want Draymond to be a part of a reset around Steph? So, like, you know what I mean? So I'm super conflicted. I think Steph would want it, so I'm okay with that. But to be honest with you guys, like, you know, we had a great run, you know, but all dynasties come to an end. And I feel like this feels like the whole death row dynasty, right? And I just feel like we're going to crash and burn, and we look up, and you look up and you see, after all of the ashes is still, scattered around, you see Corrupt and Daz left there to pick up the pieces. And in this case, it's Steph. Like, know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. That's a good call, Jay.
By the way, from here
Bad
on
Boy
out,
Records, Death Row, Cash Money Records, No Limit. They all did well.
Oh, no, they weren't. And then all of them. Bad Boy.
All of them. Yeah,
I don't know if you've been paying attention to what's going on with Puffy.
Oh, yeah, no, well, we don't want to touch Puffy.
Yeah,
we're not touching that.
Puff did too much touching himself. But if that doesn't signify the Draymond Green experience over the last couple of years, I don't know what does. That sound of, like, that's how we all feel.
Dude, the Death Row analogy.
So who would he be if this was Death Row?
Who would Draymond Green be?
Yeah, I think Dr. Dre is clearly Steph Curry.
It's Tupac,
Because
right?
he's timeless.
Is because Tupac?
No. Durant's Tupac.
Oh, wow, he got shot and killed.
Well, I mean, he ain't the same.
Damn.
He gave his best years to the crew.
So is Draymond Suge Knight? Is he's in jail right now? Like, where are we going with this?
Give it to me.
Why are we going with this, man?
The last few years of Draymond Green with the Warriors has been.
Oh, man.
If that does not encapsulate.
Dre Suge? Is he Suge?
I don't know.
Was he in the car with Tupac?
Setting it up.
Oh, man. I've been listening to a lot of Tupac lately, too, man.
Well, I've listened to a lot of different interviews from Corrupt and Daz. Guys would get beat up in the studio routinely.
All the time.
Yeah.
It was just normal.
So that does
It was
fit the
common
Draymond
practice.
fighting at practice thing.
Damn.
Was it Miss Chalet? What was her name? Is that Wiseman?
Who's Jordan Poole in this scenario?
Yeah, who is Jordan Poole? Vanilla Ice?
Yeah.
Getting
hung over the balcony.
We said it simultaneously.
Held by his ankles. Oh,
One hit wonder. He is Vanilla Ice.
One hit wonder. After 1 year, got your championship, got some platinum records, and then it was like, sign this contract right now, or you're done.
Because I've already bestowed the Suge Knight label on Trent Williams. Because
man.
like the last guy that I would want to mess with is Suge, and it absolutely is Trent Williams. I might have to take that off him.
Dude, somebody said, I read something about Suge. It may have to do with Puffy. It's like, oh, Suge, he was trying to kill her. He found out we were in L.A. and we had to get out. Something happened when Suge found out. It was like, oh, he was coming with the hitters.
Yes, facts. I remember who was it? Was it Jim Jones? Like, we're going to do East Coast Death Row. And I'm like, nah, I don't think you want to do that.
I don't think you want to do that at all. Stay away from that, homie. Stay away from that. Damn, that is crazy. No Limit Records, Cash Money Records, Bad Boy.
Get Low. It did not end well.
It did not end well.
I mean,
record labels don't end well.
They don't.
It's at the end of the day, maybe Capitol Records.
Those are big. I mean, we're talking more
But
independent.
even Rockefeller didn't end well. Dave Dash is still going crazy about Jay-Z.
Sig with it has really changed a lot over the years.
Yes, it has.
Although I love the pig.
We were running it. Rap-a-lot.
Rap-a-lot.
It's good. It's not doing a lot of stuff.
I'm not talking about the guy
Jay Prince.
Yeah, I'm not
you don't want to do that.
I don't want the be walking out of the studio one day and
I was having a conversation.
get ran over by a car.
I was having a conversation with somebody. They were like, Javon Killow is really struggling. I said, look, man, we don't really talk about Mook Dog on the morning roast. We're good with Mook Dog. We don't really talk about that.
You know what they say? Pick and choose your battles. And we don't really want to pick a battle with him.
We're
You
not.
don't have to ask that again.
Yeah.
Hey, if I comment out Mook Dog stuff, he likes it.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? If I throw fire emojis to everything he posts, Mook Dog, you're with us, baby.
Hey, but you know what? Look, just real quick, guys. I know that the Warriors, we feel down bad right now. We do. We feel that we're in uncharted territory. At least we're not WIP right now, Philadelphia, where they have 26 people watching on
Oh,
YouTube.
my gosh.
And the title is Go Birds. Did A.J. Brown save the season?
They're down bad. By the way, we may see them. Hey, you know what, though? We're in the collision course with Philadelphia in the second round.
Oh, good. Bring them on.
Hey, I want that. I want to kick them while they're down. I need a Philadelphia.
Now they are all over Howie Roseman.
Oh, they're firing everybody. It was all good just a month ago.
They were talking about all the draft picks they didn't hit on.
Oh, my God. Jordan Davis has quit on the team. He doesn't play hard. You Philadelphia people crack me up. Oh, man. Dude, I'm telling you.
All 26 people watching.
The fact that RJ and Sean is now taking shots at Howard Eskin, they won't battle with us, but now they're fighting with each other.
Is the friend of my wait, the enemy of my enemy also my friend?
I guess so. Man.
What is that? The war. What is it?
I don't know.
The art of war. Is that it?
I don't know. Let's go to Gene in Oakland, man. Gene, what's happening?
What's up, Gene?
Morning, fellas. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Welcome back. And congratulations, Joe. Welcome to parenthood.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's the greatest blessing ever.
How's the grandkids, Gene?
How the grandkids are great. They're great. Yeah, I'll bring them to another game.
Nice.
Oh, they came by, dude. Those guys, they're going to take our jobs one day.
Good.
No, it's not good.
Yeah, watch out.
The apprentice becomes the Jedi Master.
It's not good. I'll never take a picture with them ever again.
They'll never take a picture.
Right. Okay, so my favorite subject, Draymond Green. All right, look, guys. Listen, I think you've already covered it, but basically, we got to keep him. Nobody's going to take him. Okay, what are we going to get for him? Nothing. You're not going to release him, and unfortunately, you still need him. Okay, we had three quality defenders on the team. All right, GP2, Wiggins, and Dre. GP2 can't stay healthy, can't stay on the floor. Wiggins is MIA emotionally and physically, apparently, and Dre is not playing. So we're giving up, it seems to me, about 120 to 130 points every game, all right? You're not going to get within sniffing distance of a championship if you do that, all right?
Yeah.
Back when we had Durant, we were the best scoring team in history, so we could afford to be, I believe it was seventh in defensive rating at the time. But without him, so we have to do our best to help this guy, all right?
Well,
I don't know what it's going to take.
Yeah. What is it going to take?
I have a suggestion, but go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. What's your suggestion? Because what is it going to take to help Draymond Green and get him to where he can help this team? Because the sad part, Uncle Gene, he was playing some good basketball this season.
Dr. Melfi is not going to save the Warriors. Okay? A psychologist isn't helping the situation.
She might help Draymond.
Okay, how's this for a suggestion? Put DJ back on the bench, his son, all right? He doesn't want to embarrass himself in front of his son, okay? Even if you have to get a private tutor so he can go on the road with him, whatever. All right? I'm telling you, if DJ's sitting on that bench,
you know what?
He's much, much less likely to go off.
Hey, you know what? You know what, Uncle Gene? Thanks for the call.
Do you know Gene's up for a Doobie Award, too?
Oh, yeah, he's up for a Doobie Award. He's up for like a couple Doobie Awards. The Doobie Award is tomorrow on Friday.
Yeah.
We're wearing tuxedos.
I was a little in shock.
I mean, he might be in the running for best freestyle, best poem, best call. Who knows where Uncle Gene's going to land? Will he win an award? Did he win a Doobie Award last year? Who's our Doobie Award winners last year?
Some guys win every year.
Yeah, some guys win every year. Bill Romanowski won Interview of the Year on the Jim Rome Show 2 years in a row. Okay?